I made the amazing digital circus into candy again. I'll start with Pomni. My last Pomni looked a little, not that good. This time, I'm gonna make it actually Pomni. I started by getting these raspberry strips and blueberry strings. I lined them up and then cut them down to shape to make the body. I cut them upside down for some reason, so I flipped it around. Next, I got these big gumballs and added them for her shoulders and pants. Currently, she has no arms, legs, or head. You didn't have to cut me off! Controversial opinion here, but I think she should have those. Whoa! Chill, man. I added her arms and legs using these candy rectangles, using 2 per limb. I made her feet and hands out of these sour candies, which will stay in place. I said they will stay in place. They will not roll.
Okay.
Anyway, with that candy appropriately stopped, I moved on to Pomni's head, using a big white marshmallow. I cut some slits in the marshmallow so that I can add in eyes, using these big gumballs with eyes printed on them. For Pomni's hat, I got more of the raspberry strips and blueberry strings and cut them to be short. Then I arranged them as a hat. I used sherbet lemons as the bells. That one won't stop moving. Stop! There, Pomni is done. Another character I made last time was Kane, the ringmaster of the circus. Kane is the kind of guy to do YouTube pranks. I stole $42 million from the US government as an epic prank. I actually made him twice in my last video because I thought of 2 different ways to make him. Unfortunately, neither of them looks like the thumbnail as pointed out by my commenters a few times. This is because I am a master of lies. That is, I clickbaited you. To make up for that, I'm gonna make Kane again. Looking at this thumbnail, I need licorice, gummy teeth, candy eyes, yellow jelly beans, candy bird claws, red licorice, and a marshmallow. I gathered that all up. Time to place it. First is his body, made out of a marshmallow and red and black licorice. I made his coattails out of some red licorice and some of the black licorice too. Next, I made his arms, using more red licorice and gummy claws for his hands. These are yellow instead of white. That's what the thumbnail was, so deal with it. After that, his legs were easy, just a pair of black licorice pieces. For his head, I grabbed the candy teeth and candy eyes and stuck them in place. A licorice top hat caps off Kane. For his staff, I used a long piece of licorice and a single yellow jelly bean. Let me know in the comments, is this still clickbait? Next up, I made Kaufmo. No, not that version of him. That's after he got abstracted and turned into an evil monster. I mean this Kaufmo, a clown that looks like a bowling pin for some reason. I bet if I got 10 of him and threw a bowling ball at them, they'd fall over. I would also fall over if you threw a bowling ball at me though. I mean, why wouldn't they? That's what bowling pins do. Anyway, I got this candy banana and chopped off the tip. The rest of it will be his body, adding a tiny white marshmallow for his head. I got the tip back and stuck it on top to be Kaufmo's hat. Next, I got tiny little red and yellow candy pieces to make Kaufmo's shoes and arms. Finally, I used a Sharpie to draw on some eyes for this hilarious clown. What? Oh, I'm being told that Kaufmo is confirmed not funny. This is truly an El-Riz moment.
Look at how El-Riz you are! How skibbity toilet you are!
Next up, I'm gonna make the circus tent itself. This tent is where all the inhabitants spend their days, growing more and more certain that they will spend eternity in this hell. Time to make it out of candy. Yay! To make the tent, I'm gonna grab these peach rings. Conveniently, they are the exact colors of the tent. Okay, not exact, but close enough. I stacked these up beside each other. A single piece of Turkish Delight makes the door, and I used some gummy strawberries and candy bananas to make the top of the tent. Done! The next characters I'll make are Sun and Moon. Sun sits in the day with a happy expression, while Moon stalks Kane while he sleeps.
Hello, Kane. I love you.
Wait, what? Apparently, Moon is in love with Kane. Somehow. To make Sun, I got this lollipop I had from Halloween. You see, I left them outside my door for children to take, but no one showed up for some reason. Where was I? Oh yes, I got the lollipop and chopped off the green bit. Then I got some scissors and cut off the pole, leaving us with an orange sun can. Next up is Moon. To make it, I got this solid blue gummy ball and chopped it in half. It's got a blueberry syrup filling, apparently. I did not know this. I dug out the syrup because that would get in my way. Then I chopped out the side to get it to be moon-shaped. I added an eye that keeps on falling off, but that's fine because Moon is now done. Next, we have the gloinks. These little shapes broke Zubul into pieces and sent them to the Shadow Realm. I'll start making these guys by getting some icing in 5 colors. Red, green, blue, yellow, purple. Where's the purple? Oh right, I don't have purple icing. I grabbed some red and blue icing and mixed them together to get purple? It's not a very good purple, but it's purple-ish, so it'll do. With those all done, I flattened them with a rolling pin. Then I pulled out my trusty knife and chopped the shapes out of them. We've got a square, we've got a circle, we've got a triangle, we've got a moon, we've got a star? That's not a very good star if I'm being honest. Next, I added 2 eyes to each. They need this so that they can find their next targets. Finally, I gave them mouths using differently colored jelly beans. They use these mouths to spread their dastardly propaganda, sending the message of the Gloink far and wide. Maybe. It's also possible that Cain created them exclusively for one daily activity and they have no hidden plans. Time for the final character from the amazing digital circus that I haven't made yet. The Gloink Queen. This great monstrosity lives in the dark, waiting for its minions to bring it a meal that it can turn into more Gloinks. In many ways, the Gloink Queen is like me. I wait for my videos to bring me subscribers, who I turn into Fin fans. Subscribe now so that it happens to you too. To make the Gloink Queen, I mixed up a brownie mix and poured it into this cake tray. Into the oven it goes to bake. We'll wait for that to finish.
One week later.
You know, maybe I should have started with this one. I took the cake out of the oven and let it cool. I popped it out of the tray, using a knife to sculpt the round body of the Gloink Queen. Now to decorate it. First off, I made some red icing and poured it all over. I had a lot extra, so I poured it into a bowl. I will never use this. While the icing was still drying, I added eyes all over the top of the queen, using both gumball eyes and smaller candy ones. Next, I got a lot of blue icing and rolled it into a single, really long piece. I then laid that out along the edge of the Gloink Queen. Finally, I got the last scraps of yellow icing I had. I rolled them into a couple of balls and then flattened them out. I put these onto the Gloink Queen to make it spots. If you see this outside your bedroom window, invite it in for a warm cup of tea, and then prepare to be turned into a Gloink. Wait! There's more! It turns out there's one more vital part of the amazing digital circus that I forgot to make. The escalator! Wait, really? Yeah, this is incredibly important to the plot because they use it to go upstairs. Yeah. Anyway, to make the escalator, I got a bunch of marshmallows and toothpicks. Using the toothpicks, I stuck the marshmallows into pairs of 2. I then stuck all those pairs together into a stairs shape. This gives us stairs, but we're trying to make an escalator, not stairs. It's vital to the plot that there is an escalator. What's the main thing escalators have that stairs do not? That's right, railings. The moving parts aren't as important as the railings. To make the railing, I got some long strips of licorice and then added them on using more toothpicks. Now it's done.
Ladies first. No, wait, why would I say that?
That also means I've now made every single character from the amazing digital circus out of candy. If there's any I missed in this or the first video, comment them below. Time to eat them. Thanks to my members for supporting the channel. Become a member to enter the digital circus. You will never leave.